We begin at 4128 Friedrich Lane here in South Austin. And if you've seen this movie of the filming locations we're about to hunt down, you know this building. You know what's going on here. I am so excited. This is one of my favorites. And if you don't know, here's a little clue. Maybe this will help you. Have you seen my stapler? It's a swing line. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time. I am very happy to present to you the filming locations for the 1999 cult comedy classic created by Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. We're talking about Office Space, and there is the office right behind us. It is Initech, ladies and gentlemen, right here. I can't believe I'm here. Lumberg's parking spot is right there, and I'm gonna park in it before I leave here. We're also gonna run down some filming locations here before I go, and then we're gonna go out into Austin and track down the filming locations for Office Space. I am an Office Space fan. I love this movie. So happy to be here in Austin. Such a privilege and an honor to hunt these down. Such a great movie. Let's talk more rock. There's much ahead. And this is the first time we see Initech. Peter Gibbs walking across the lawn here. Notice this sign, it will not be here today. And the entryway to Initech, this structure up here is gone, no sculpture. And Bill Lumberg's Porsche, not parked there, but the buildings of Initech have not really changed. Check it out, there you go. I think I'm gonna go to Chotchkes and get some coffee before we start this video. Oh wow, really? Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. So are you shocked to see it still standing after Milton burned it down to a crisp? Well, that was movie magic, my friends, movie magic. But this is an up-close look at the entrance to Initech. Just gonna put the camera, shine it in the front door. Oh wow, it's just a dead end. There's a door over here and a door over there. Which one was Initech? I think it was over here, but realistically, it was only fictionally inside. The other scenes were filmed in another office building somewhere else. Okay, so I'm gonna play back the scene of Bill Lumberg parking in the beginning of the movie while watching it in the actual parking spot. Here we are right here. Look at this. There's that blue Porsche. He gets out, would have been right there.
Dang, it feels good to be a gangster.
And here you are in the movie when Lumberg discovers that Peter parked in his parking spot. He's about to back up there, park in the handicap spot. And here you are today. Whoops, I did it too. Sorry there, Lumberg.
Yeah, Lumberg, I parked in your parking spot. Didn't you get the memo? TPS reports, man, right there. Have you seen my stapler? Fun fact about the red stapler in Office Space, it did not exist. The reason that Swing Line started making a red stapler was because of the movie.
One thing I like to do is give a 360 of this area so you can see where it all went down. The fire truck would have been parked out there at the end of the movie. As we know, Milton, spoiler alert, burn it to a crisp, as I was saying before. There you go, there's a little 360, and actually the next filming location is not far. And along with the stapler, I also have a baseball bat and a printer in my trunk. We'll save that for later though. We'll save that for later. And for this next location, we're not too far from Initech. It's right there. I was parked about right there is Lumberg's spot. We've come over here to this parking lot. I've parked there. This little retention pond is our next filming location. Actually, the camera would have been down in the ravine pointing that way. Let's set it up. And this ravine was shown when the fellas left Chotchkes and met up with Tom Sikowski. Tom informed them of the downsizing at Initech. And they come out of the bush right here, actually right about there, and they walk all the way across and up this way. You can make out the same office building way back there. You can make it out then and now, and the lampposts, and of course the structure, the concrete structure at the end there. And there's the breaking point in the bushes where the fellas walked down and over. And here's another kind of 360-degree angle of the filming location, so you can see the areas that you don't see in the film, the opposite angles behind the camera. Then, well, you didn't see it then, but you just saw it now. I think the movie was filmed in the summertime. It's so green there. Look at that. That building is hard to see because all those trees behind have grown up as well, but very cool to be standing here right across from Initech, actually. Chotchkes, in reality, nowhere near here. It's up in North Austin. I'm in a little bit of traffic, a little office space traffic. I love that opening scene of the movie. Got the stapler with me, of course. Got to keep an eye on that. You know, they grow legs. They walk. Welcome to 1010 West Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, just west of downtown Austin. This was the occupational hypnotherapist office where Peter got hypnotized. And Dr. Swanson, the guy that hypnotized him, actually died right there in that session. And it's one of the best part of the movies. Actually, it's the key part of the movie because without that scene, Peter, his give a darn, would have not been busted. Happened right here, and it looks similar. You can definitely make out the building in the screenshot. The actual sign, Dr. Swanson's hypnotherapist sign, was kind of right over here in this area, according to this screenshot. It's so cool to be up here. Welcome to our next filming location. No, I did not have to stop for cash at the ATM or anything. This Chase Bank just happens to be Chotchkes. Matching up a similar angle as you see Chotchkes in the movie. You only see about half of the building, but you can tell by the peak of the roof and the brick over there, Peter Gibbs was parked in the same spot this black car is. And you can make out this building in the background. All this is grown up. Of course, this is Chase Bank, not Chotchkes. This is actually only the exterior of Chotchkes that you see in the film. Now, I was just thinking about something. If I worked in that bank, this would be my rundown to my customers. People can bank anywhere, but when they come to Chase Bank, they come for the attitude and the atmosphere. Indeed, for the next filming location, we come just up the road to 10721 Domain Drive. The opening, when Peter Gibbs is stuck in traffic, and notice there's a McDonald's sign right there, that little McDonald's sign. Well, that McDonald's sign is still here today. Right over there, Peter was in the middle lane when the opening scene opened and the words office space were on the screen. He'd been in the middle lane there, and the man that was in the walking on the walker would have been on the sidewalk, which has disappeared. The sidewalk, you can still kind of make it out, but it was right here. This brand new office building, go figure, has kind of changed, influenced the area a bit, but this was the sidewalk that old man was walking in the walker and was beating Peter in traffic. He couldn't win, moving in and out each lane. Every time he'd get in a lane, it would stop, and then the one he was previously in would obviously keep going. And if you've ever commuted to work every day, you know that daily struggle, that battle to and from work. That is some funny humor right there, some on the way to the office humor. But yeah, Peter Gibbs took his way to Initech right here in North Austin. This is far from Initech building, and you can make out this building in a brief screenshot. Still, the building hasn't changed, just everything around it. Notice these three stripes that go down the building there. There it is today, right there. And that confirms the location of the traffic scene. And here I am in the actual lane that Peter Gibbs was driving in office space. I'm about ready to pass that office building on my right and that other building on the left there in the movie. This is the pathway Peter took to work in the beginning of the film. That old man in the walker there on the former sidewalk. There's a little bit of traffic. It's flowing though. Oh man, it looks like Morningwood Apartments has changed its name. Welcome to the trails of Walnut Creek, Peter Gibbs apartment complex. Not really though, just kind of. I'll explain. Here's about the same camera angle you see in Office Space 2021 and 1998, then and now. All the brick is the same, hasn't changed much, just the name. Pretty cool to be here. Peter Gibbs
apartment complex, the exterior portion of it. We'll go to the interior portion in a little bit, but look over here, there's some office space available. There's an actual office complex across the street. That's ironic. And it is available. I see a for lease sign over there as well. All right, I gotta get out of this median before I get hit or something. Now on the back side of the apartment complex, I'm parked on this side street here because this side street is actually the street where Joanna got out of Peter's car after they had an argument. So much has changed here. It doesn't really look the same as it did. The only thing that hasn't changed are these giant power lines going over our heads. And I discovered a little movie magic. It appears that they stopped the scene up there and Joanna actually got out of the car right here because you can make out this precise apartment building over her shoulder just before Peter screams, "Say hello to Lumberg for me!" And she slams the door. Well, actually, I think he said it as she was slamming the door. Yeah, a little movie magic. The scene appeared to take place up there, but it actually, Peter, would have been stopped right here. And Joanna really got out right here on the back side of the apartment complex. Check it out. All right, breaking it down. I love that stuff. Love that stuff. Okay, on to the next filming location. Welcome to the actual entrance to Peter's apartment, 10610 Murado Circle, up on this hill here. There's a lot of hills in Austin. I didn't realize that before I got here, but anyway, inside here, apartment 222 is Peter Gibbons' actual apartment, and of course his neighbor Lawrence. And building number 2 is where Peter's apartment is located, and his neighbor Lawrence. I love Lawrence, so funny. His is 221, right next door. Peter's on the upper right, Lawrence on the upper left. Oh my gosh, the door's actually open like it is in the movie, but there you go, 222 and 221. Wow, it looks the same, you know, the paint's changed, but the railing still the same. I can see Lawrence and Peter right there.
Sofa, and their sofas were back to back.
Right.
And they would sit there and talk and pound on the wall to each other. Hey, turn the channel to something.
Can you hear your neighbor through the wall?
I bet he's from. He must be really quiet.
Hey Lawrence, you over there? Oh, I didn't hear him. The kitchen's off to the wrong side.
Well,
yeah.
No. Turn around.
Wait. Let's turn around.
Turn around.
It might have been this apartment complex.
The window's there, but the kitchen maybe. The kitchen looks like it's no, it's not at the right angle. Okay, so thanks to these fine folks. What's your guys' name?
Jacqueline.
I don't know if you want your names going out there, but
I don't care. I'm Jacqueline.
Edward and Jacqueline.
Edward and Jacqueline. We've confirmed that the inside of Peter Gibbons' apartment here is not the same as it was in the movie. They must have used it somewhere else. And that was so nice of them to let me in. They didn't have to do that. So sweet of them. Here we are at the end of the movie. Peter saying goodbye to Lawrence, thinking he's about ready to go to prison. There it is today. Right there. That is so cool. Office space. I love Lawrence. Such a great character. I think him and Michael Bolton are my favorite. Michael Bolton? Is that your real name? And Samir, Peter, and Michael coming down the steps here. This screenshot after they just had a great day ripping off Initech and destroying a printer and having a little too much to drink. This is where they would have walked right out here to the parking lot of the apartment complex. Not what you thought it would look like, huh? That's why I love showing the behind the camera angles too. My car's over there. That felt great. I had so much fun, man. I needed to relieve some stress, but
I left myself a mess. As you know, I don't like to litter. So I packed up everything in the back of the car.
Welcome to 1603 Glenrose, Tom Sykowski's house. And you don't actually see this side of the house. You only see Tom's house from the inside, the backyard, and in the scene where Samir and Michael Bolton come to his door for the party, you can make out this house right behind them. And also, behind this house is that giant water tower, and you see that in Tom's party scene. And that truck nailed Tom right here in the middle of the street. As he was backing out of the garage there, he was attempting to self-terminate, and his wife caught him and decided that he wanted to keep on living. And he backed out with that Ford Taurus just a little too hard and was nailed by that truck right there. It's so awesome to be here. Let me get the opposite angle and match it up from the movie, but I just wanted to show you the actual house here. So cool. It's apparent that the owners of 1603 are Disney enthusiasts. That's so cool. Check that out. I don't want to walk right up to their house, even though they might not mind. They seem pretty cool. Like a pretty cool place to live here in this neighborhood too. But there you go. You can definitely make out this house. It's identifiable right over Michael and Samir's shoulder there. Now, thanks to this alleyway back to the water tower, you can actually make it out. And there is a fence all the way around, just as you saw in the backyard. That's where the party was, right down there. But there you go, the water tower right there behind Tom's place. And the truck would have come down Glenrose right here and nailed Tom as he was backing out. Right there, bam! For our next filming location, we come to Southwest Austin at the A05 Gallery. This shopping mall houses our next filming location. Actually, it's 3003 is the address. This is 3001 to 3005. 3003 South Lamar Boulevard, Baker Street Pub and Grill. It's a bit of a fish and chips place, but this is the location where the interior scenes of Chotchkes was filmed. Masking up, about to head inside. I do not have any flair but the mask. I am 1 shy, actually 14 shy of the minimal. And as we know, 37 pieces of flair is what you truly need to express yourself. Oh, I get it now. It's a play on Sherlock Holmes. Cases chronicled, mysteries solved, consulting detective, hours of operation, 11 to 2. Look at that. Holy cow, I made it to Chotchkes. It's empty in here too. Whoa, this place is cool. Now, a lot has changed in here, but I know the bar is the same. They haven't changed out the bar. And back there in the corner is where Joanna got the lecture from Stan about her flair. I know it was back there. Let's go check that out. Alright, so here we are. Joanna's about to go back here and speak with Stan, and she's standing right here at the corner of this bar, and it is the same bar. I'm gonna play the scene. So Joanna right there, right here against the bar, she walks back there to Stan, and they're kind of standing right here in front of this doorway. Stan's giving a lecture on the flair to Jennifer there, and she would have been standing right there. And look, that matches up pretty well. It's pretty awesome. Everything's changed. That is different. There's a painting there, or a photograph on the wall. There was a giant TV in the corner there, an old 90s TV in the movie. But yeah, this is the exact same spot that went down. 15 pieces of flair just wasn't good enough for old Stan. He wanted you to express yourself, that's how he put it. Here at Chotchkes, we want you to express yourself. Mike Judge right there. He would have been standing right here as he was giving that speech. Oh, it's so awesome. And that annoying waiter Brian, for example, he's got 37 pieces of flair, that's for sure. I'm trying to make out where he's standing here in this shot. You can match up the brick wall back there, and I believe it's about right over there. Everything's changed in here quite a bit. So check it out. It's a big restaurant. It's pretty nice. Whoa, it's bright out here.
What a day, man. I had some great fun tracking those down. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it one of those right down there. And if you like filming locations and you want to check out some more of my filming locations, check out my filming locations playlist on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist there, you can check them all out. Thanks for watching again, means so much. If you're a fan of Office Space, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was awesome just being here in Austin and tracking those down. But I'm gonna end this video and I'm going to continue my stay and my fun here in Austin, and I'll see you next time, guys. This one's over, but there's gonna be another one. Thank you so much for watching. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and know there's much ahead. And as we know, Milton stapler was the only thing that never left Initech. It burnt down with it. As we know, Peter found it at the end with his new job at the construction crew. Found it all charred and ashed. Here you go, leaving it here today. There you go, Milton. Come and get it, it's right here. Across from Lumberg's spot. Then again, I like that. I'm not gonna leave that. You gotta be kidding me.
Have you seen my stapler? It's a swing line.